last one, yeah, and then you can just adjust your off. Very good. My one comment overall with the technique, for Maureen, I said, it's coming out, just bring it inside.
Yes.
Your 3 and 4 ictus, it goes higher than your beats 1 and 2. I don't know if you notice that you do that, but you'll go 1, 2, and then you go 3, 4.
Cool. Okay.
No,
I hadn't caught that. No, that's good. Thank you.
But that makes sense, right?
Yes.
So, and I think it's a lot of it just because of your excitement. You're very excited on the podium, and the energy is really contagious. I love seeing that. But the baton grip tends to get a little bit loose with the wrist.
Okay.
It's the one thing that a lot of conductors will kind of not realize is they put too much motion in the wrist. And it should be the primary joint or the pivot for the conductor's arm should be from the elbow. 1, 2, and if you want smaller motions, everything, the elbow needs to move exponentially smaller as well. Then the fingers will come to play. And also, everyone, I'm a big believer, do as I tell you, not as I do. Okay? So I'll be honest, for me, it's a much more powerful look when the palm is down and you're conducting with the palm down. When you have it side-armed too much, I believe it loses a little bit of presence, except when you do it, which is fine. Show me side. As long as you keep this steady, the wrist. When you start to bend with the wrist, that's where I start to lose.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
But keep the wrist steady, and then you can do the side arm.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That was really good. Overall, really good. Your tempo after the opening slow chorale. Dum, 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 dum. It was a little too fast.
Oh, okay.
Here, at D we have allegro moderato, right? And then what comes afterwards?
Oh, and then
Allegro, and that's at 104. So to me, this allegro moderato needs to be, in my opinion, a little bit slower than this one.
Yeah.
So this one you kind of took off. And same thing with Maureen's idea here. We need, back here. You got to keep beating through the notes here.
Okay.
Dun, dee, da, dee, dum, off. Da, da, dee. Yeah? Can you give us like here, before A on this sempre fortissimo?
10 before A. It says sempre fortissimo.
I think that's before the key change, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. So 10 before the key change. I'll count that. Yeah, 10 before the key change. So for the rest of us, like measure 14. Are you there? Okay. Right on. I didn't beat to the last one.
So all of you, I'm kind of seeing, well, it's all of you. I mean, so far, Maureen, Marlos. Boy, I just merged those two names together. Maureen and Carlos. I'm seeing heavy pesante marcato bow strokes. Yum, dum, but there's nothing there, right?
True.
And the brass.
Except for the accents.
Huh?
Except for the accents.
Right, the brass though, they tend to get bogged down in that. So they need you to move forward.
Okay.
Yum, ja-da-dee-dee. I mimic it. Can you give me more of this sort of elliptical figure 8?
Okay, yeah, I'll try that.
Try that for me.
Okay. Same spot.
So just keep look at the wrist. That's nice. That's a good move.
Cool.
It's a good move. Very good. What I meant about the elbow is
Yeah, kind of
we,
get that.
I don't know if as a singer you can relate to this, but many conductors, when I get them set up on how to conduct, the first thing I'll do is show me how you hold an instrument. And so if they're a violinist, they'll say like this. And I'll say, okay, now imagine the violin's gone, put a baton in your hand, and just put everything front and center you, and they'll do this. Great, now start conducting. And they'll do that. Hold your bassoon. All right, lose the bassoon, hold the baton, and bring it to center. Okay, now conduct.
Well, a singer would sound like this. And
Right?
Yes. So the elbow's already here.
I don't know any instrumentalists that hold their instruments like this. Can you guys think of any instrument?
Tuba?
You hold the tuba like that?
Yeah.
Like kind of like
Very sweet.
They have to hug around it. Yeah.
Electric guitar.
So that's the way we generally hold it. So that's why I wanted some distance here and just some elbow up as you play along. Can you continue from where you get?
Okay, from letter D, the allegro moderato. The 4/4. Okay. 3.
Okay, come on, do it one more time. I really want to see the tip of the tip of the baton has to come down for the ictus. Right now it's a little bit like what Maureen was doing, and this is typical of all conductors. And like I say, do as I say, not as I do, because I might have to do that, but I try not to. But the tip of the baton has to be the indicator of the ictus, and it needs to come all the way down. So, right. Does that feel different to make it go all the way down like
Yeah,
that?
it definitely feels like it has more weight to it.
Right.
There's more weight typically.
Otherwise, what happens is that most conductors will do this, and then the ictus becomes the bottom of the wrist as opposed to tip of the baton. One more time.
Okay, same spot.
Does that feel totally different?
Yeah, it does.
But isn't there so much precision? We can see the ictus and the technique so much better.
It feels very exaggerated. It feels like I'm
Well,
purposely doing it.
what's happening though now is that you're so used to conducting and stopping this degree, so you've had this elevation degree here, so now what's happening is you're doing this, and you got to get accustomed to doing that. Once you do that, I saw it a few moments, and when you're doing that, it cleaned things up a lot. So over the progression of these next 4 weeks, try to just keep focused on that with slow practicing of the conducting better. Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah.
That looks really clean and easy.
Okay.
You're already so exuberant and excited that that'll make it even better. Good, thank you.